Hi, it's Joy, and today we're watching Ahsoka Season 1, Part 5, Shadow Warrior. Very excited for this episode. I'm stressed for Sabine. I am hopeful we might see Ezra. I am intrigued about what's happening with Ahsoka and Anakin, and I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared for that. I'm hopeful we're going to see Chopper again. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and let's go. Okay, Ahsoka, where are you, my lovely?
But don't wander off too far.
Oh, don't you dare wander off.
So keep Chopper with you.
Oh. Oh.
I told them to stay together.
You did, and they did not. Was he gonna sense Ahsoka? Here we go.
It means you still have a chance.
Chance.
Waking up, but surviving.
Live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to finish your training.
Is this really Anakin, like his spirit, or is it like a vision?
One is never too old to learn, Snips.
It physically hurts me to hear him call Snips.
All right.
And what must it be to her after all this time?
Listen, I won't fight you.
I've heard that before.
So far she's just sort of defending against his blows.
Wherever their destination was, we have no hope of following.
I reckon Jason senses
Well, once we
something, that's
find
why he's
Sabine and
sitting
Ahsoka,
there.
we can worry about that.
Oh, Hera, I love your
Unless the one thing
optimism.
answers the other.
We're overdue at HQ. Senator Organa says she can only give us cover for so long.
Senator Organa!
Well, we're not.
Mom,
Not now, Jason.
Oh, he senses
I
Ahsoka.
benefit from people asking a few more questions.
there's something about the water.
Yep, he's Kanan's son too.
Listen.
I am.
No, listen to the waves.
He's force sensitive. He's Kanan's son too, my love.
Okay.
The lightsabers.
He's hearing through to where they are. He is force sensitive. Can she hear it too? Did she pass, like, is Ahsoka's body not even here?
What am I missing? What just happened?
Jason has abilities.
Mhm.
His father, Kanan Jarrus, was a Jedi.
Is a Jedi, because I'm in denial. He's on a business trip.
We better get on it
It's
then.
taken a while.
Commander,
I love this family. Kanan should be with his boy. She's fighting back now.
Looks like you don't have much left to offer.
Does
I
she
haven't taught you everything yet.
need to, like, deal with her emotions regarding Anakin? Because she kind of never has. She just pushed it down. We in a memory. Baby Ahsoka. The one we first met. Oh, baby. It's even more jarring how young she was to be on this battlefield when you see it in live action, isn't it? Yes.
I don't understand.
That's your problem.
Oof.
Master!
This is your training.
Gotta keep up, Snips.
We lost so many.
Yeah.
They were following my orders. I got them killed.
You were a child and you really should not have been giving anyone orders. Jedis.
This is wars.
This isn't what I trained for.
You must adjust to the times. Look, when Obi-Wan taught me.
Is that a lesson that she needs to learn?
But now, do you even want a Padawan?
Ooh.
You know, teaching's not all it's cracked up to be. Listen, I'm teaching you how to lead, how to survive, And to do that, you're going to have to fight.
She's been fighting ever since.
Let's go.
Ahsoka. Live action Clone Wars. Yeah. Fuck that shot. That shot was amazing. And heartbreaking.
So this mission is unauthorized.
Yes.
Yep. Some general I am.
You care more about your people than the others.
You do things your way because you care. This is
Mm-hmm.
why people like you.
How low?
She wants to know how low. Pretty low. As low as you can. Just go, Mom, please.
All right.
I love
Word
them.
said low.
Oh, wonderful.
So is Balon, or whatever his name is, did he abstain from the Clone Wars?
This was the siege of Mandalore.
Hmm.
We had parted ways by now.
You're a warrior now, as I trained you to be.
Is that all?
Ahsoka, within, just as I inherited knowledge from my master, and he from his. You were part of a legacy.
But my part of that legacy is one of death and war.
You were fighting to save lives.
Because I'm more than that.
Again, that's a little awkward, sweetie. You ultimately were, but you caused a lot of it.
You are more, Anakin. If I am everything you are,
You've learned nothing.
don't say that.
Back to the beginning.
You don't get to be all high and mighty with her for not wanting to be everything you are, Mr. Darth Vader.
Or die.
She have to. Oof. His eyes are yellow. Oof. So cool, so awful. I don't think she's ever fully reckoned with this and what it means for her and
Trying to die.
Ooh, her eyes. Was it the glare? Was they go a little yellow, or was it the? But then I suppose she's.
I choose to live.
We all have capabilities to go dark. I really want Ahsoka to get to live and really live.
There's hope for you yet.
I feel like given the way the Force works and that Anakin is a living being within the Force, that may have actually been him. And he's kind of the balance of the Force now, because he's both sides of it. It's a little bit like losing him all over again. But she finally faced up to it. And to her past and how she was raised. It was the Jedi's crime, not hers. The Jedi's mistakes, not hers. She was a child, indoctrinated into it, who walked away and just wanted to help people. I'm not saying the Jedi were evil, they just didn't make some good choices. He was with you, I believe. You helped save her, you sweet boy. Yeah, you know, just get to hug his son. And the little boy should get to know his dad.
We got her, John.
But he has Chopper and he has a wonderful mum.
You might have been lost for good, if not for Jason.
Yeah.
Jason is here. And Sabine.
No, we have not found her.
No.
We were hoping.
I mean, Sabine is another child raised in war. Are they playing tag? which we call it. I don't know why I said tag. That's so cute. Sabine is another child, like Ahsoka, who was raised. I mean, obviously the Mandalorians before Duchess Satine were a fairly militaristic people, but she was raised in a literal war with fighting for her life, just like Ahsoka was. And how lovely it is to see Kanan's son playing and smiling and laughing. I'm fine. I hope she trains him.
You have a training room in your starship? Will you train me?
One day, perhaps.
Do you know how to build a
Ahsoka might.
lightsaber?
Yes?
Will you teach me?
No.
United with your friend. Do it. For Ezra.
Yeah. They've gone for Thrawn and they've been there for a day. Or at least travelling for a day.
Well, they're a little late.
I don't think they're coming to help.
I'll deal with this. You can work out a way to find Sabine.
Mm-hmm. Friends? Hey buds, do you know where you went with Ezra? Could we go with you, please?
The Senate Oversight Committee is going to determine if your command should be permanently suspended. You are going to need her testimony.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure permanently suspending her as a result of this is fair. Like, if you truly think she's gone off regulation, she's taken people, like, fine, punish her. But her reason isn't, I'm gonna go gold mining and I want some people to help make money. It's to try and stop a bad thing, whether you think she's imagining the bad thing or not. Maybe get her like a psych evaluation. But think about all the good she did in the rebellion, and you're really gonna sit there and be like, oh, we don't think she should still be around anymore. Honestly, her and Jason just getting to go and live a life somewhere with Chop would be everything.
We're losing right now.
I suppose that. I mean, who do they think killed the fighter pilots that went with her? And what about the other pilots who can testify, yes, we were shot at by Imperials?
Yes, I would like to second that.
There's no other way.
Hey, buddy. You're kind of scary, but I love you. Also, Grogu's sleeve. And I just felt like I hadn't mentioned Grogu in a while, so. Hey, buddy. He's a little small burgle. There is a part of me that wants Thrawn to come back just so I can be like, you see? To the New Republic, you know?
It's like the stories you told me. How the whales took Ezra and the bad guys far, far away.
Yeah, they saved us.
Bless
Now
this
they'll
boy.
take Ahsoka to where Ezra is.
Hello, lovely Purgle. Can you take us on a little trip, please?
Hey! Get in there. Move us in.
Ahsoka does seem a little bit more at peace with herself since her Anakin conversations.
No idea. We'll just see where it goes.
It could go anywhere.
I know. That's better than going nowhere.
Bless. This poor droid. Bless Ahsoka. They are a glorious sight.
Looks like they're about to jump.
Sorry you can't make the trip.
That's all right. Jason's too young to travel between galaxies. Hera, I'll find them.
You better.
I promise. May the Force be with you.
We're gonna get our kids back. Okay, so the stuff with Anakin was insane. The times where it flashed, being like Anakin Vader, so good. I think Ahsoka needed that. Strange and awful as the circumstances were that led to it, she needed to kind of confront how she felt about the way she was raised, about the fact that, you know, she was raised to be a soldier by people that took her in saying they were going to make her a peace bringer. the fact that her master, who molded her and shaped her and who she idolized and loved, became one of the most feared, if not the most feared figure in the entire galaxy, causing death and destruction. And ultimately did choose to do the right thing, which I'm sure she knows. How messy that is, and how hard it is to wrap your head around and understand it. And worrying about how much of that is imprinted on her. So I think it was really good for her. And I'm going to believe that was Anakin's spirit in some form or another, because he is a Force spirit dude now, hanging out with the other Force spirit dudes who are like, you killed a few people, but you know. And like I've said before, Anakin is a very complicated character that I'm not entirely sure where I come down on in terms of my opinions on him. But it was really lovely to see, and to see the Clone Wars in live action, like everything. And hearing him call her Slips again. It must have been very hard for Ahsoka, kind of losing him all over again. Remembering just how wrong everything went, but also in some ways healing to kind of know that the love is still there and that she wasn't wrong to look up to him, that some of the more warlike aspects of her life she's led weren't her choice, they were the world she was in, she had to adapt to survive it, and that she chose to live, which I think is very important. And I really hope at the end of this, Ahsoka is living. Obviously the New Republic is very frustrating, that's been the case across Mandalorian and Ahsoka. We've seen that they are incompetent, doing their best, but with a quite a naive, like, we won the war, so everything's good now kind of approach. I loved the reference, I think it was in the previous episode, that, it might have been this one, whichever episode it was. I watched it today, that Senator Organa was buying them time and giving them cover, because Leia would be also frustrated if, by the way the New Republic is formed, she would be irritated that it was doing the things it was doing and not taking threats seriously. So I love that she was also looking out for them. Jason being Force sensitive isn't a huge shock, but it's nice to see. I think what I would really enjoy would be if this ultimately ends with Ahsoka taking on his training, but doing it in a better way. Doing it in a way where she teaches him to have healthy attachments, and he still gets to be in his mum's life and live with his mum even. And she can kind of give him the training she wishes she had, and give him all the good parts of her master and his master before him that she has. That would be a really beautiful way to kind of close this out. I say close this out. I feel like there's going to be like a movie by Dave Filoni that she's probably going to be in, so I don't know if this series is going to close out. It may even be a multiple series show. I have no idea. But ultimately, that's where I want Ahsoka to finish. It's a lot. It's just, I'm emotional about a lot of things. Kanan not getting to see his beautiful son. Chopper existing. Ahsoka and Anakin. The tragedy of Anakin Skywalker, as it is. So it was such a well done episode with those scenes, in like the Forcey place that it was a similar design to the Forcey place that Anakin went to. That obviously he wasn't. It was different kind of as well. The Pearl Girls showing up, Ahsoka having a little chat, being like, well, you know, it might take us anywhere. We will see. And she's going after them. I love the way Ahsoka. I mean, Ahsoka is always radiates calm and control, but after she woke up, she was concerned by things, but she seems a little bit more sure of herself than she has in a little while, and I really did enjoy that. She didn't appear to be like, Sabine, how could you? Which I'm glad. Obviously, there'll be some disappointment, but there is also, well, yeah, I knew that's what she'd do. Of course she did that. And she's going to go and get them, and words will be had, I'm sure, but she's on her way. Surely next episode we go to see Ezra. I miss that little baby boy. He'll be all grown up too. No, I'm emotional. Jason helping find them, Jason and Chopper being a little double act. It was everything. The New Republic being frustrating as anything. I mean, I don't think what Hera did is worthy of being demoted. I suppose if you think she took people and they randomly died, but who are they saying killed those pilots? Some random asteroids that don't exist? Like, what is she saying Hera killed them? I mean, if there's going to be like an inquiry or whatever into Hera's actions, which may be fair enough, but stripping over a rank is pretty extreme when there clearly was a threat. I don't know. Again, obviously you can't just say, well, Hera was great in the Clone... bless her. Hera was great. She was great in the Clone Wars, but no, Hera was great in the Resistance. Therefore, we just don't mind anything else. And we don't hold her to account when she does things wrong, because obviously that is very dangerous too. But I also think when she's got a valid reason for what she's doing, there are other people backing her up. you shouldn't throw the whole book at her. You should throw the book at her in an appropriate manner, not in a we know better, we've decided it's peaceful now and therefore it is. Because inevitably that peace won't last. End of this episode, Ahsoka jetting off with her Purrgil, hopefully going to find Sabine and Ezra. I am stressed because I feel like we're also going to find Thrawn, and while like as a character, yeah, he's great. I don't want to see Thrawn again. I don't miss that bitch, but I do miss Ezra. And yeah, sad Hera, Chopper, and Jason didn't go with them. Kind of glad Jason didn't go with them because it's probably going to be very dangerous, and he is this big. But yeah, very good episode, very emotional episode. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.